Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Align Plans. This is Meshi. Today we are chatting about gifts, budget-friendly gifts. My criteria is as follows. It has to be under $50. It has to be very functional. It has to lean into your best 2026 self. And if it's not functional and not aesthetic and not high quality, we're simply not going to talk about it, even if the price is right. I'm going to give you a couple of things that's going to be the list that you're going to write them down. You're going to give them to your brother so he knows exactly what to get for you for Christmas. But I'm also going to give you the actual list of what I would highly recommend if you don't have in your stash, in your collection. Because listen, we are not just going to be using Christmas as a form of let's just get indulgent and get all the things. We're going to be really smart with what we're spending money on. We have to make sure that it absolutely hits and fits the bill. So without further ado, in no particular order, let's just get started with the video. So honestly, I don't really have them categorized because I didn't want to kind of curate a list for you where I'm making it brand specific. I'm also not going to curate a list for you that is planner specific. So in this video, I'm not actually going to recommend any planners. I'm already assuming that you already have one. Having said all of that, the two main websites that I shopped till I dropped was actually Jet Pens, and the other one is Atlas Stationery. Atlas Stationery, as of right now, they do have a really nice Black Friday sale that's still going on. I will link everything that I can into the description. I'm going to list everything. However, if you're finding that there's specific products that I mentioned in this video that you either didn't understand or I forgot to link, please just comment below so that I can give you the direct link and then everybody's happy. All right. I'm going to just start basically with pens and pencils, and I wanted to give you inexpensive but really high quality recommendations. I'm not really going to go into fountain pens because if you want, we can, but really, I don't think we need to. So if you are curating, your little stash and you already have a planner, you're kind of wondering, what do I need? I would start with a really good quality pen. This comes as absolutely no surprise. There's at least about 5 that I could have chosen from. I'm going to go with the one that has been just my ride or die in the last 2 months, and that has to go to Miss Pentel Energel in the 0.5 thickness. It is a needlepoint pen, as you can tell. It writes so smooth. And I wanted to point out that the reason why I keep recommending this is because if you're a lefty, you know that we hold the pens a little bit differently. So here, never had an issue, very smooth, but also very fine. Like the way that this writes is so beautiful. Again, it's thin enough where you can just kind of put it into a pen holder. Such a non-issue. So I will always recommend this. And all I have to do is just kind of change the cartridge and we're good to go. The next pen that I would recommend that kind of similar but kind of different. The reason why I like it is because it's so versatile and it writes so beautiful and smooth. This is another gel pen. This is from Pilot Il Mili. Again, I'll pop it on the screen so you can see the exact name. The color, like the body, they have it in multiple different colors. I love it because the cartridge, you can actually swap them for a colored cartridge. So I would recommend getting a few of these. Again, very inexpensive. I think I bought this for maybe like, I don't know, like $6 or $8, something like that. It's under $10. And once again, writing experience is superb, and you know that I am actually very picky when it comes to these pens. If they're not performing, even if it's something that most people will be hyping, even if it's something that most people hype about, I will probably not recommend it if it's not working for me or the way that I'm holding a pen. Next up, I would actually just go with, if you don't already have one, this is such a good one to have. I would actually go with a mechanical pencil because sometimes you don't actually need a pen. Sometimes you need a pencil. And if you're looking for a nice, reliable mechanical pencil, I would actually go with this. This is from Uni. This is their Kuro Toga in a 0.5 thickness. It has some weight to it. And I think that that's probably why I love this so much, because it has like this beautiful little grip right here. So it has like this really nice grippy that makes, that adds like a bit of friction where it's not going to slip and slide. very reliable, very sturdy. I've had this for years, and if you ask me to buy another pencil, it would probably still be the same one. I would probably not switch. My criteria for this pencil was actually just to make sure that it has a little bit more weight to it than to have like the flimsy, like, you know, light mechanical pencils, because then these will actually last you a little bit more, so a little bit longer. So that's all I would recommend when it comes to pens. Now, as far as accessories are concerned, if we're leaning into this idea of adding in tools and accessories that actually like make a difference, I would go with small accessories such as... So I just wanted to say, if you're finding this video helpful and useful, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't had a chance to just yet. Check me out on Patreon, which is something brand new, where I share more behind the scenes footage and more detailed tutorials and things like that. It's definitely a vibe. Link will be in the description. Let's get back into the video. Honestly, I would start with the stencils. Stencils are going to be your best friend. They cost about $2, between $2 to $5. Okay, Hobonichi stencil. So this is the one that I have in front of me, but you can also get the yellow one. They're all $10. Like, they're all exactly the same price. I like this just because this one has all of your basic shapes. It is bendable, so it's not super stiff. It can kind of fit into pretty much anywhere. You can just kind of shove it into your pen case if that's what you want to do. And it doesn't take up a ton of space, and you're good. You know what I mean? Like, you can just kind of shove it in anywhere. And whenever, but I mean, if you're looking for like a more consistent spread on a regular basis, then not only using the icons, but it will also help you color code things. It will also help you, like, you know, write in proper numbers so that like you not only have the consistency, but it adds that clean minimalist look if that's kind of what you're looking for. And it, you know, obviously it has a ruler there. So, you know, like it serves a multi-purpose, and it's just one of those like no-brainer purchases. Now, next up, another no-brainer purchase that I would have to mention. This is assuming that you, even though I didn't really recommend in this video any fountain pens, if you do have fountain pens, I wanted you to really get on trying more ink cartridges. Not only will it kind of reduce that pressure that you need to constantly get new inks, but you get something like the Kaweco, or if you get something from Pilot or Sailor, I think most brands now have cartridges. And just that, like, honestly, like I kind of end up gravitating towards these because of the convenience, because like now I have 6 cartridges. I know that it's going to be blue. Again, it's one of those no-brainer conversations where you spend $2-3. I think that this cost about $3.25. Don't quote me on the price. I will just pop it right on the screen. But the reason why I love this is because, again, like if you have a small pencil case like I do, and you're allergic to clutter like I am, you pop it in and you're good to go. And it doesn't like interfere really with anything else that you put in your pen case. If you have a larger pencil case and pen case, then obviously it still would be totally fine. Do I always take it with me? No, sometimes I actually just put the box in and kind of call it a day, but other times, like, I just like to have it on standby. If I'm traveling somewhere, I would probably actually just pack it exactly the way that you see it. Just in case I run out, then I just have it, pop it in, and then I don't have to worry about it. Now, as far as like marking things up, so if you have your planner, if you have your journal, if you have your planner system, and you wanted to mark something, okay, I'm just going to use it. I'm currently using this in my plotter, but you can literally use this in any of your planner systems. Please invest in something like the little bookmark. This is from Midori. These are their little brass index. However, I wanted to show you an alternative. Let's say you absolutely hate Midori. You're like, no, Midori is out. I don't want it. Okay, no problem. Say less. I would also invest in something like the Field Notes Tin of Tarts. I use both of them, but I use them for like different things, right? So first of all, the box, I can literally throw any accessories in. So huge win. But I like this because it's so small, so flexible, So cute, so beautiful. It marks your pages the same way, but it doesn't indent the pages, right? Like it doesn't actually indent the paper, which is probably why I'm like totally obsessed with them. And then of course, like, look, I mean, obviously you can use them in your book. Like you can use them wherever you want. Right now, we're just like solely focused on using them in your planner setup. But I mean, if I have both of them here, like, does that not look like, oh, it's so tiny, and yet you notice it, right? So that's sort of my point, that whenever I love adding indexes and things like that. Like I love adding little things like this in here, but I want to, my criteria for if I'm adding any type of bookmarks, indexes, anything that I'm attaching onto my page, my criteria personally is make it subtle. Like don't make it so obvious that you're taking over the whole space, because I don't want you to be loud. I want you to be subtle so that you're seamlessly like sliding right into what I already have going on. And what I already have going on here is very chic and minimalist, and I want it to feel like there's quality behind it. So that's kind of why I would recommend something like this. The other thing that I wanted to mention that I think will be very helpful if you have something like a notebook setup, or if you have your normal like planner setup, invest in something like this. This is just a normal sticky note. I believe this is from Muji. However, Suatelier will be your absolute best friend when it comes to sticky notes like that and sticky pads. If you go onto Jet Pens, and Suatelier just has your back. So theirs looks slightly different, but it looks kind of the same. So they do have like the daily to-do list sticky notes. They also have monthlies, which I really like. And the reason why I'm recommending something like this is because, again, like their stuff is so inexpensive. It costs about $3.40 for the sticky notes that have the daily to-do list. They also have the monthlies. They also have, I believe that they also have the weekly, but you can also get something like, it's like a pack. It's like a 2-pack. And they also do a really wonderful job of like sticky notes, but they have like some texture to them. So if you wanted to add a bit of color, a bit of pizzazz, something that will make your page pop, definitely do something like that. So yeah, and I mean, all of them are like under $5. So this is the example that I have, but trust, after this video finishes, unfortunately, I'm going to do some damage at Jet Pens. Don't say I didn't. I stand behind my word. That's all I'm saying. So whatever I don't have here, it's probably coming into my cart within 5 minutes. I digress. But here's the thing. I mean, these types of products, to me, they not only become functional, but they also become just such an easy and effortless yes in my mind, because they become very functional for the day-to-day use. I don't have to think about if it's going to break my budget. And at the same time, it kind of makes the planning process also a little bit more fun and a little bit more personalized. And that's kind of why I would recommend stuff like this. Now, speaking of personalization, if you wanted to add a bit more functionality and a bit more pizzazz, but not break the bank, still staying slightly with Suatelier, I do have a few dot stickers to show you. So the colors that I have, this is sort of like their bronze edition, where they have like a darker bronze, a gold, and a silver. I reach for this sometimes. It really needs to make sense in my spread, but I like it. Obviously, their quality is amazing. We also have like these really bright ones that I use. Actually, like I usually use these really bright colors, like mainly like in the spring and summertime. And then we also have these guys. This is also from Suatelier, but it's slightly different. This is done in their, I believe it's called the Basic Shapes. This comes in, so it's called the Plain Planner Stickers, Translucent Plain Shapes. And you get three sheets. It's been a while since I ordered this, so that's kind of why I'm saying, like, I have a lot of these, but then I know that I'm like totally running out of most of them. So there's some that you can get where you have like the dates in there from Monday to Friday. You have ones that are just abstract shapes. I had that too. And then you have what I'm showing you right now, which has all the dots. And I mean, like I don't want to say, oh yeah, buy all of it, because I don't think that's realistic. I think that what would be really helpful is what I'm holding here, which is their plain shape. So you have like your circles, your triangles, more translucent looking stickers, and then your squares. So these are really great. I had some of the other ones. I'll just show you, I'll just pop a picture here. So I've had the ones that have like the grid stickies. Those were great as like basic decoration. I don't consider that to be like a must have. And then I also had like their dots and like octagon and other shapes. Those were not something that I would regularly reach for. This is still like a ride and die for me. So the reason why I would recommend getting some dots is because, for one, it makes your color coding a little bit easier. It makes the information pop. It adds more division within your page, especially if you're doing commonplace book type or bullet journal type planning. Also, it adds a bit of color overall to your weekly or your daily spread. So there's like multiple ways of really using it. But yeah, that's it about dot stickers. Now, the next thing that I wanted to mention, obviously tabs. Like if you don't have tabs and you wanted to get something very basic, get something like this one from Midori. Again, super inexpensive, highly functional. I like that it doesn't tear the page when you put it on the page. So that's really nice. I've had this for like multiple years. So like you buy one of these and you're good for like 3 years minimum. Next up, if you want, so this is something that you can actually give to your brother, and please do. These are like nice to have. This is not something that you must have, but it's something that you can give as like a really nice, like, give me this gift because I want to be surprised, but I love stationery. So that's kind of, and it's under 50 bucks. If your family is still bugging you on what to get for you for Christmas, go into JetPen's website, and under gifts, they have these curated kits that are completely done for you. Mostly they are under 50 bucks, and I really wanted to include them because it makes gift giving a whole lot easier, and you actually get stuff that you enjoy. Anything from here is safe, and you can thank me later. Now, the last thing that I will mention is actually from Lihit Lab. It's a book style pen case. They also make really fun and amazing like these utility bags. Don't think Delphonics. Think more like it's like a computer holder bag, but you can also, but it has like so many different compartments. So that could be something that you basically just give to your family, let them know that you want them, let them buy it. They're so inexpensive, it's amazing. I'm going to link the Amazon link. I couldn't find it on JetPens because they're unfortunately sold out, but they do have it on Amazon, and they're like 18 bucks. You have a couple of sleeves on the outside. You have a pen holder right next to it. You have like this huge compartment in the middle. You can't go wrong. And honestly, I love gifts like that where you make it so much easier for people to just kind of get you the utility that you need, but then also add the style. And of course, make sure that it's Japanese stationery. And that's basically all I have for you. I just wanted to add a couple of things in there that would be a little bit more special, a little bit more stationery love, not necessarily something that becomes more about functionality, but something that you get because it just kind of adds to the overall environment of how you plan. So this is basically all I have for you. Here's your question of the day. I would love to know, what is one thing that is currently on your wish list that is very budget friendly and you cannot wait to get it? Let us know. I would love to hear from you. And in the meanwhile, just keep planning, keep journaling, keep doing all the things. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.